Good afternoon and welcome to Portman Road for coverage of this afternoon's game. Live audio coverage from the commentary hub between Ipswich Town and Manchester United. Life back in the Premier League has been far from simple for Ipswich, only winning 1 out of 11 games. Although they secured their first win of the season at the 11th attempt just before the international break by beating Tottenham away 2-1. It's a particularly encouraging omen for the Tractor Boys, as the last set of back-to-back top-flight wins came during their previous Premier League campaign, started with a 2-1 victory over Tottenham in 2001-2002. But as the only Premier League side yet to win on their own turf this term, Kieran McKenna's men are in a dire need of a better performance at Portman Road. All 5 previously newly promoted sides who failed to emerge victorious from their first 6 outings went on to be relegated, so Ipswich will be desperate to get the ball rolling soon. However, a meeting against Manchester United, who haven't been beaten in any competition this century, a draw 1, lost 4 against Ipswich, is unlikely to inspire confidence. For United, a new era awaits as Ruben Amorim becomes their 6th permanent manager since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson in 2013. Amorim is the youngest man to take charge of the Red Devils since Wilf McGuinness in 1969, and despite their lowly bottom half league position, the Portuguese coach walks into a dressing room buoyed by a 4-match competitive unbeaten run under the interim leadership of Ruud van Nistelrooy. Several players returning from injury during the international break, with Kobe Mainoo, Lenny Yoro and Luke Shaw all back in training. United appear as close to full strength in terms of availability as they have been in the past 18 months. Standing them in good stead as they look to continue a sensational 19-match unbeaten run against promoted sides. Won 17, drawn 2. They even won each of the last 9 such fixtures on the road. Only Chelsea from 21 in 2002 to 2008 has ever managed at least 10. So let's take a look at the starting lineups this afternoon, starting with Ipswich. Manager Kieran McKenna has got a mountain to climb today. This is a lineup he puts out. Ariane Murick in goal, Leif Davis, Cameron Burgess, Dara O'Shea, and Axel Twanzebe make the back 4. Jens Kajuste and Sam Morsey are the two holding midfielders, with Sam Schmodix, Omari Hutchins, and Wes Burns behind Liam Delap, who is holding the line. So, Ruben Amorim's first Manchester United squad, his first starting lineup is as follows, with Andre Onana in goal, Matthias de Ligt, Diogo Dalla and Johnny Evans, the 3 centre-backs he usually plays, Nusay Mezraoui and Amad Diallo acting as wing-backs, with Christian Eriksen and Casemiro in midfield. Alejandro Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes playing just behind Marcus Rashford. The substitutes today for Ipswich, it's Christian Walton, the backup goalkeeper, Harry Clark, Luke Wolfenden, Connor Townsend, Jack Taylor, Massimo Luongo, Connor Chaplin, Ali Al-Hamadi, and Jack Clark. For Manchester United, it's Altay Bayindir, the substitute goalkeeper, Tyrell Malacia, Luke Shaw, Mason Hunt, Manuel Ugarte, Kobe Mainoo, Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, and Anthony make up the substitutes bench for Manchester United. The referee today is Anthony Taylor. He's age 46 from Wythenshawe in Greater Manchester. Gary Beswick and Adam Nunn are his assistants, with Matt Donoghue as the 4th official. In Stockley Park, should we need them today, it's Jarrett Gillett and Neil Davis. Huge match for Ipswich Town today. They are in their blue shorts with the white stripes, and Manchester United, they'll be in their red jerseys no doubt today, as the Ipswich team just warming up, doing some final preparations. Liam Delap there, the leading goal scorer, 6 goals for Ipswich Town this season. Manchester United are in their red shirts, black shorts and white socks. And we're just waiting for the referee to get this game underway. The 2 teams have met each other 57 times Ipswich winning 19, drawing 9, and Manchester losing 29 to the Red Devils. Only 2 wins in the last 10 for Ipswich, and their win percentage this season is 1-5 drawn. Their win, their win percentage against Manchester United is only 33%. Ruben Amorim, manager since Alex Ferguson retired, and obviously the youngest manager to take charge since 1969. We're just waiting to get this game underway here. And we're just going to see here. So the officials just doing their final checks themselves. There's the Ipswich manager, Kieran McKenna. Of course, he was a coach at Manchester United not too long ago under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign. Ipswich are about to get the game underway. They're going to be attacking the ball to our left. Let's go to our right. And we're about to get the game underway. Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says hello. Big game for Ruben Amorim era. I don't think he will ever be the next Alex Ferguson. But he will get Manchester United to start the season. So, yes, the game is now underway. It's going to Ipswich Town. He's taking Rush Maddox on the far side. The forward is taken quickly and it's got back all the way to Ponzaby. Ponzaby in the centre circle. Excuse me, plays the ball back there to the number 15 Cameron Burgess, Australian. Wanted to go forward into Manchester United half. Ericsson tries to head the ball away. It's won back again by Ericsson. And it's picked up in the midfield there by Marcus Rashford. The ball is played forward to Alejandro Garnacho, but Muric there out very quickly to clear that ball all the way down to his opposite number, Andre Onana. Muric, of course, a former Burnley goalkeeper, played in the Premier League last season for the Clarets. He's used to coming out and playing the ball short. Did that under Vincent Kompany. And here's Manchester United now. And it's picked up here on the here by Bruno Fernandes. Oh, away he goes. It's Diallo now. He gets into the penalty area. Diallo gets across into Rashford, and it's a goal. And Manchester United take a 1-goal lead, and it's Marcus Rashford in under 2 minutes at Portman Road. Manchester United take the lead, and that is the sort of start that Ruben Amorim so desperately wanted. Such quick, fluent football by Manchester United. It was played into the middle by Diallo, and Marcus Rashford got on the end of that to make it 1-0 to the Red Devils. As we take a look at this again, Diallo just cuts into the penalty area. The ball is played across. Just gets a touch there. Does Marcus Rashford just before the goalkeeper. And I just wonder whether the goalkeeper might have done a little bit better there. Look at that run by Amad Diallo. Pulled across, and he just gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. And, well, nobody was picking up Rashford. And the goalkeeper didn't see Rashford either. So questions being asked at the back right now for Ipswich. 1-0 to Ipswich Town. To Manchester United. Goal on 1 minute and 21 seconds by Marcus Rashford. Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says, a goal already. I can say that the Ruben Amorim era has officially started. Well, indeed it has. But here's Tuanzebe now for Ipswich Town. He plays the ball back to Burgess. Burgess plays the ball forward downfield, and chasing this one is Amari Hutchinson, and it's all the way back to Andre Onana. Onana just plays it short there. And it's almost dispossessed. In fact, indeed it is. And Moresby tries to win the header, but only as far back as Johnny Evans, who heads the ball almost to the centre circle there. And it's picked up by Hutchinson. Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe knocks it back to Hutchinson, who clears the ball downfield. And it's back with Andre Onana, releases the ball short there to Dalla. And that's a good ball by Diallo there, but it's only picked up by the number 7 there, Wes Burns. And here's Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe pulls the ball back there to Burns. Burns gives the ball to Moresby. Back to Burns. Burns has got Garnacho around him. Gives it back to Mosby again, down that right-hand side. Mosby goes back into his own half. And it's picked up again by Mosby off Cameron Burgess. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I have a bit of a cold today. I do apologise. Here's Amari Hutchinson. Hutchinson drops the ball back. Back to Hutchinson again. Holds the ball up down the left-hand side. Back again to the number 5 there, Mosby. Mosby plays the ball back into the centre circle. It's just held up there by the other central defender, Dara O'Shea. Another one of the former Burnley players. Here's O'Shea again in the midfield, in the centre circle to Twanzebe. Twanzebe gives the ball to Hutchinson. Hutchinson cutting into the middle here. He's about 30 yards out. Drops the ball back there from Hutchinson to Burgess. And it's played now down the left-hand side, and trying to get the cross in there was Leif Davis, but that was a really good block that time. And it's going to be a corner to Ipswich Town as they try to get themselves back into this game. And Leif Davis is going to take it over on the far side. Davis just looking to outswing the ball here, and it's just headed away that time by Dallow again. Only as far as Mosby. Mosby sends the ball back across that time. It's launched into the penalty area, headed away one more time, and it's back to Twanzebe now. Just played back across from Burgess back to Twanzebe. And here, Dara O'Shea. O'Shea plays the ball to Hutchinson. Oh, that's wonderfully intercepted that time by Christian Eriksen. Manchester United have the ball back with Johnny Evans. It's played back across to Matthias de Ligt. De Ligt across to Mazraoui. Mazraoui just dropping back into the a full-back position, but he is expected to get forward and operate as a wing-back. Here's Diogo Dalla now. Diogo Dalla for Manchester United, trying to get forward. He plays the ball into the centre circle. Looking to pick up Bruno. Excuse me. Looking to pick up Bruno Fernandes, who gives it to Diallo. Back to Eriksen with the shot, and it's just wide. So Manchester United come close again. Good opportunity that time once again. Dallow just pulled it back to the edge of the area, and it was pulled wide by Christian Eriksen. Goal kick to Ipswich Town. We've had 6 minutes gone here. It's Ipswich 0, Manchester United 1 at Portman Road. It's cleared downfield. And here's Amari Hutchinson. Played down the right-hand side here to Wes Burns. Wes Burns tries to get a cross in, and a hook shot there by Schmodix, who had a little bit of space, probably more than he realised. Managed to hook the shot over the crossbar, and it's a goal kick. But this is a good bit of football by Ipswich. Burns plays the ball in and finds Schmodix, and Manchester United's defence just fell asleep a little bit there. Lots of room there for the Irish international, but he blazed it over the crossbar. Onana takes a goal kick quickly. And here is Mazraoui. Just drops the ball across to Johnny Evans. And Eriksen plays the ball back to De Ligt, who in turn goes back to the goalkeeper. Here's Mazraoui. Tries to play the ball forward. Nice one touch there by Diallo. Back to Mazraoui again. And the ball is played across the line of the 18-yard box there to Johnny Evans, who once again goes back to Onana. Ball is played long downfield. And chasing this one back is the number 26, Dara O'Shea. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Muric. Those two played together at Burnley. And now breaking away, coming over the halfway line there is Amari Hutchinson. He plays the ball down to Wes Burns, down the right-hand side. Wes Burns gets across and escapes everybody and goes all the way across the penalty area and goes out for a throw-in. But Schmodix was chasing in there. And that was very nearly another opportunity for Ipswich Town. Ipswich just trying to come back into this game. And you can see there Sam Schmodix was just trying to get on the end of that, but it's going to be a throw-in to Ipswich Town over on the left-hand side, and I think it's Leif Davis that's going to take it. It's thrown into the box and chested down by Amari Hutchinson, but that ball is going to roll out of play, I think. Oh, it's kept in play. Well played that time. It's now with Twanzebe. Twanzebe's got the ball on the halfway line, picked up there by Dara O'Shea. O'Shea just plays the ball down to Amari Hutchinson, just over the halfway line down the left-hand side. Amari Hutchinson cuts inside. Oh, good interception that time. And Christian Eriksen plays the ball forward, and Manchester United coming forward again now with Marcus Rashford. Now he finds Alejandro Garnacho down the left-hand side. Garnacho drops the ball back to Diogo Dalla, gives the ball to Johnny Evans. Picked up by Matthijs de Ligt. Across to Mazraoui. Back to de Ligt. Johnny Evans. Good ball by Evans there to Dalla. And just laid off that time to, that broke away from Christian Eriksen. And the ball was nearly won back there by Sam Morsy, the Ipswich captain. Manchester United keep possession though, as we're approaching the 10-minute mark here at Portman Road. If you've just joined us, it's Ipswich Town 0, Manchester United 1. A goal by Marcus Rashford on 2 minutes is the difference here at Portman Road. Here's Rashford. Rashford tries to lay the ball off, but he's dispossessed that time by Morsy. And it's now with Cameron Burgess. Just lays it off to Leif Davis. Picked up by the number 12, Jens Kajuste. Kajuste gives the ball to Amari Hutchinson. Hutchinson sets Wes Burns away on the right-hand side. Wes Burns, and the ball is pulled across, and a real chance here. Oh, a super save from the shot from Schmodix. And that is a fine save by Andre Onana. But once again, Ipswich Town starting to look a real threat to this Manchester United defence. Shot by Schmodix that time from about 20 yards out. Smartly gotten down to make the save by Andre Onana. We've had 11 minutes in this one. And at the moment, Manchester United, well, despite the early spark plug and the start, I have to say that Ipswich has really been perhaps the better team since then. Here is the number 5, Morsy. Or Moresby, I should say. Moresby. I'm trying to get that name correct. Moresby. He gives the ball back to Dara O'Shea. And here's Twanzebe. Just inside his own half of the field. Tries to play the ball forward. Did that bounce out of play? The linesman says no. And it's won back by Diogo Dalla. Gives the ball to Eriksen, who drops the ball to Johnny Evans. Evans goes back to the goalkeeper. And it's Andre Onana on the ball right now. Ball played forward over the halfway line. And chasing this one back is Dara O'Shea, who just turns away there quite smartly from Marcus Rashford. And the ball is played forward to Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to Dallow. And it's picked up in the midfield by the number 4, Matthijs de Ligt from Manchester United. He gives the ball to Christian Eriksen just inside his own half of the field. Drops the ball back there to the number 18, Casemiro. It's now with Johnny Evans. Manchester United just keeping possession right now. Trying to take the sting out of this game. As Ipswich really have responded very, very well since the goal. Johnny Evans tries to go all the way back to Andre Onana. Onana clears the ball downfield. The head is won well there by Dara O'Shea and brought down comfortably to Wes Burns. Wes Burns, perhaps being Ipswich's biggest threat down this right-hand side, gives the ball to Moresby and back to Burns again. And here is Moresby again as he just takes the ball into his own half. Puts a stop on the ball there. And Moresby just gives the ball across there to the number 12, Jens Kajuste. Back again to Moresby, and it's now with Twanzebe, the Democratic Republic of Congo international. They've already qualified for the African Cup of Nations. And the ball is played forward there, just picked up by Schmodix, who just drops the ball back to Burgess. Burgess gives it back to Schmodix. And now here's Moresby. Moresby, the Egyptian, holds it up in the midfield, gives the ball to Dara O'Shea. Good ball by O'Shea down to Twanzebe. Twanzebe holds the ball up. It's almost dispossessed that time by Garnacho. Garnacho is just like an angry little dog at times when he's trying to win that ball back. challenging away. I think, in my opinion, he's certainly one of Manchester United's brightest and up-and-coming players. Diogo Dalla now has a throw-in on the halfway line. And he's going to take this one looking for options at the moment. There's not a lot of movement. Dalla goes all the way back to Johnny Evans. Evans picks up Christian Eriksen, who drops the ball back to De Ligt. Manchester United keeping possession right now, hoping to wear Ipswich Town out a little bit. Ipswich holding their shape quite well at the moment. Ball played forward there to Casemiro, to Eriksen. Back to Mazraoui. And the ball played across to Johnny Evans. Evans plays the ball forward to Garnacho. Garnacho plays it back to Evans. Knocked on to Dalot, and here's Garnacho again. Garnacho plays the ball over to Amad Diallo. Diallo, his amazing run was what brought that first goal. He lifts the ball up towards the edge of the penalty area, and Bruno Fernandes not able to bring the ball under control, and eventually Burgess just drops it back to the goalkeeper Muric, who releases it to Wes Burns. He's under pressure by two Manchester United players, and Diogo Dalla wins the ball back, gives it to Garnacho. It's back with Eriksen now. Here's Casemiro. Casemiro. It's now with Johnny Evans. Patient build-up this by Manchester United. We've had 15 minutes gone in this first half. And here is Casemiro, who tries to play the ball back to Garnacho, but it goes over everybody's head and it'll just go behind for a goal kick. And that's a disappointing ball by the Brazilian international. Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says, just an interesting fact to bring you. The last time these sides met in 2002 was Manchester United's interim manager Ruud van Nistelrooy, who gave the visitors victory at Portman Road thanks to a penalty. Well, that's interesting. So, if we take a look at the new manager, look at his record at Sporting. He had a 71% win record and 164 wins off 231 games. That included a 4-1 victory over Manchester City just before he took charge, which already made him a favourite amongst the Manchester United fans. As here's Hutchinson. Hutchinson drops the ball, does a quick 1-2 there. With Mosby. It's now with Twanzebe. O'Shea. Back to Twanzebe. Mosby. Good ball by Mosby to Hutchinson. Hutchinson just looking to find Kajuse there, but there's a foul by Kajuse on Casemiro, and it's going to be a free kick to Manchester United. And you can see here, just wins the ball back to Eriksen. And he just left his foot in there, did Kajuse and Casemiro. So free kick to Manchester United. Still only one goal in this, and Ipswich playing quite well. So this game is certainly not done and dusted. And here is Matthijs de Ligt. Gives the ball there to Johnny Evans. Diogo Dalla plays the ball forward. And chasing this one is Garnacho. Can he get there ahead of Twanzebe? He can. Garnacho now. He pulls up to the edge of the area on the left-hand side. The ball is played across there to Bruno Fernandes. Back to Garnacho with a shot, and it just curls wide. Well, it's a good effort by Alejandro Garnacho, but it was always going just wide of Muric's goal. Muric just making sure he covered his angles. And it is a goal kick. Well, we'll see what Ipswich can produce as the game goes on. The goal kick by Muric is launched downfield. Header won by the number 20, Diogo Dalla. Picked up in the midfield by Eriksen. Eriksen gives the ball to Casemiro, who drops the ball back to Mazraoui. Back to Matthijs de Ligt, midway inside his own half. Forward to Eriksen. Manchester United playing very conservatively right now. Diallo nips in to make sure Manchester United keeps the ball, and it looks like he was caught late. The referee has allowed the game to go on, but Diallo looks in a lot of pain over on the far side. And Matthijs de Ligt is going to put the ball out of play, as we are going to get some some help here on the field. And sorry if I go quiet for a while. I'm just muting my mic while I grab a drink of water. I've currently got a cold, as you can probably tell. So I'm doing my best to bring this game to you. But you can see here the goal. Just look at this run by Diallo from the halfway line, just storming towards the penalty area. And he just pulls the ball across, and it's tucked in by Marcus Rashford. And, I'm guessing the entire Ipswich defence, including the goalkeeper Muric, did not see Rashford ghosting in there. It was just, he just got his foot ahead of Muric, who was down already, crouched down already to take the ball. But, Rashford was there to make it 1-0. We still have an injured player down there, Amad Diallo, on the far side. Just to update you from the game earlier on today, Liverpool extended their lead at the top of the table with a 3-2 victory at St Mary's against Southampton. Dominic Szoboszlai gave Liverpool the lead on 30th minute. Armstrong actually missed a penalty but scored on the rebound on 42 to make it 1-1. And then Fernandez gave Southampton the lead. But that lead didn't last very long, under 10 minutes, in fact, before Mo Salah got the equaliser. And then Mo Salah had a penalty on 83 minutes to win the game and give Liverpool the 3-2 victory. Game is back underway here. And it's now with Johnny Evans. Evans gives the ball back to Dalot. Dalot taking the ball back to his own corner flag. Clears the ball downfield. And it's picked up by Cajuste. Cajuste holds the ball back to Cameron Burgess, the Australian international. Cameron Burgess again. It's a nice ball played across there to Schmadix. Back there to Burgess and across there to Twanzebe. Twanzebe just picked up in the centre of the midfield there by Mosby. Mosby just goes down the right-hand side, just trying to get away from Casemiro there. Gives the ball to Amari Hutchinson. Launches the ball into the box. It's headed away by Diallo, who's been just about everywhere for Manchester United in this first half. Here's Garnacho. And Garnacho goes down under the challenge. It's going to be a free kick for Manchester United. And Media, Radio, Jingles and Gaming says the title race is either Liverpool or Arsenal, in my opinion. I don't think City will make a comeback in the table. Well, we're still we've not reached Christmas yet. I would say there's still that opportunity for teams to kind of bounce their way back. But I know what you mean. You can't afford to lose many games in the Premier League anymore, where once 80 points was enough to win you the title, now you really need to be in the 90s. So you can ill afford to lose hardly any games in the season. I remember when Liverpool finished on something like 97 points and didn't win the title. City won the title that year. It was just incredible. And here now is, just down that side, is Jens Kojos. And it just goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Picked up again by Dara O'Shea. The ball is played down the left-hand side. And here's Leif Davis. Good ball back there to Twanzebe. Twanzebe releases the ball to Mosby. Back to Schmadix. Schmadix just taking the ball away and releases it again to Twanzebe. Twanzebe gives the ball there to Hutchinson. Hutchinson under pressure. Drops the ball back to Twanzebe. This is real press by Manchester United, making it very difficult for Ipswich to have even a second on the ball. Here's Omari Hutchinson. Beats Casemiro there really rather well. But unfortunately, he gives the ball away. He does win it back, though. And gives the ball to Wes Burns. Wes Burns down the right-hand side. He just pulls back, does Wes Burns, and gives it to Twanzebe. Oh, that's a good ball there to Hutchinson. Hutchinson back to Schmadix, who tries to give it back to Twanzebe. He just keeps it in play. Gives it back to Wes Burns. Wes Burns gets a cross in, but it looks like that came off Christian Eriksen, and it goes behind for a corner ball to Manchester United. Moresby just trying to calm these Ipswich players down, as the corner will be taken by Leif Davis for Ipswich Town. And it's going to be swung in. He's got his arms up in the air, looking for options is Leif Davis, but the cross comes in and Andrea Onana just plucks that out of the air with authority, and he releases it quickly to Garnacho. Garnacho, 3 breaking forward for Manchester United. Marcus Rashford, Dalot, and also just breaking out there was Dalot, but that was given away in the end, and it's a breakdown of what looked like a promising move for Manchester United. It's back with Casemiro. Casemiro gives the ball to Mazraoui. Mazraoui across there to the number 4, Matthijs de Ligt. De Ligt picks the ball up on the edge of his own penalty area. De Ligt gives the ball back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui holds the ball up. Ipswich 0, Manchester United 1. 25 minutes gone at Portman Road. And, Manchester United just looking to slow the game down again. It's Mazraoui, gives the ball across to Diallo. Diallo back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui drops the ball back to Matthijs de Ligt. And here is the number 20, Diogo Dalot. Nearly gives the ball away there, but plays it off the Ipswich Town player there, Wes Burns, and wins the throw-in. It's taken quickly. Diogo Dalot again. Plays the ball forward, looking for Garnacho. Garnacho trying to keep control of that ball, but he's dispossessed. And Wes Burns just drops the ball back into his own half of the field. And it's Amari Hutchin. It's Darragh O'Shea who drops the ball back to the goalkeeper. Darragh O'Shea holds the ball up and gives it once again back to Muric. O'Shea. Twanzebe. Twanzebe plays the ball off Garnacho. It goes out for a throw-in. Throw-in to Ipswich Town. And it's going to be taken down this near side by Twanzebe. It only managed to find the head of Diogo Dalot. And he heads it back off Wes Burns, and it's going to be a throw-in to Manchester United. The throw-in is almost level with the Ipswich penalty area. Diogo Dalot goes for a really long one and manages to find Mazraoui. Mazraoui finds Diallo over on the far side. And here's Eriksson, gives the ball back to Mazraoui. Back into the centre circle there from Matthijs de Ligt. Here's Diogo Dalot. Dalot was trying to catch Garnacho on a run, but he wasn't there. And it was easily picked up by the Northern Ireland International, the Republic of Ireland International, I should say. And here now breaking forward for Ipswich. It's just it's a free kick to Ipswich Town for a foul there on Delap. And, it's about 25, maybe 20 to 25 yards out. Let's see where the challenge was made here. It was either De Ligt or Evans. It looks like it was Evans. Clattered into Delap, and it's going to be a free kick. As I said, the free kick is I'd say about 22, 23 yards out, almost dead centre. As Kieran McKenna just going over something with his captain, and also with Jens Kajuste. Omari Hutchinson standing over this one. There's actually an entire free kick committee of about 6 people there right now, to be joined also by Jens Kajuste. Not quite sure what is happening here yet. You can see also Davis is there. And it looks like it might be Amari Hutchinson, however. But they're certainly cooking something up. Could be Davis, could be Hutchinson. Just down there on the ground is Garnacho. In the wall is Mazraoui, De Ligt, Diallo, and Fernandez, I think, are in there. Davis and Hutchinson are standing over it. It's going to be Hutchinson! Oh, straight down the goalkeeper's throat. And that was a good free kick. Beat the wall, but did not beat Andre Onana. Right down the goalkeeper's throat in the end. Got a lot of pace behind that. Onana releases the ball. Diogo Dalla. Dalla just breaking away. And just holds the ball up. Drops the ball back to the number 35, Johnny Evans. Evans releases it. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Midway inside his own half, Fernandes. United breaking forward now over the halfway line is Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen just gives the ball down here to Diogo Dalla. He's got Garnacho alongside him. Dalla crosses the ball in, but coming out and plucking that out of the air comfortably is Muric, and that move comes down to an end for Manchester United. We've had half an hour done here. It's Ipswich Town 0, Manchester United 1, and that is the difference at Portman Road right now. Certainly on the field of play, it's hard to separate these two teams. As a free kick given there for a foul on Mosby. As Ed Sheeran, the Ipswich minority stakeholder, is here today as well. As here is Twanzebe. Gives the ball to Hutchinson. Hutchinson just over the halfway line and drops it back there to Kajuste. Kajuste gives the ball across to Burgess. Burgess holds the ball up and gives it to Davis. Back to Kajuste again. And here's Dara O'Shea, the Republic of Ireland international. Gives the ball there to Twanzebe. And picked up again by Twanzebe off Mosby. And here is Mosby again. And gives the ball now to Hutchinson. Hutchinson releases Wes Burns down the right-hand side. Wes Burns being doubled up on now. And O'Shea gives the ball back to Twanzebe. Hutchinson tries to skip inside, but he's blocked by Garnacho. And it's going to be a throw-in for Ipswich Town, level with the Manchester United penalty area. Taken quickly by Twanzebe. Back to the number 5, Mosby. He just drops the ball to Burns again. Burns trying to get the cross in. And it's blocked by Johnny Evans and goes behind for a corner ball to Ipswich Town. Well, still 1-0 here. Ipswich come close a couple of times, fired some warning shots. Forced a good save by Andre Onana. At half-time, we'll be taking a 15-minute break before we return for live second-half audio commentary. Unofficial commentary, YouTube. Cross coming in, and across to the back post. It's headed on, and the ball's bouncing around there. Hutchinson with a chance, and it's blocked. And cleared away there by Diogo Dalla. Meeting it on the halfway line, though, is Muric. And the ball is headed on. Oh, and Amari Hutchinson was not able to bring that ball under control. And now Manchester United can break away. But that is super defending that time by Moresby again. That is really, really good challenge. And puts the ball out of play there. As we look again at this corner kick. A little bit of panic in the Manchester United defence. They were not able to clear it. The shot was by Amari Hutchinson, which was blocked. And Diogo Dalla got the block on that and cleared away. But Manchester United have come under a little bit of pressure since the lead. They've certainly not had this all their own way. And here's Hutchinson. Just gets over the halfway line, slips the ball across to Schmodix. Schmodix falls over the ball. And along with Kajuste as well. But Kajuste gets back on his feet and is given the free kick. And Davis is going out of play. It looks like Davis has pulled up. That does not look good. Leif Davis looks like he's pulled up. That does not look good at all. And he is gonna. They're already going to be looking at warming up substitutes here because that pull up like that seems to indicate some sort of a muscle pull. So the physiotherapist is on there right now. As we'll just take a look at this and see where this... Oh, it might have been an impact injury, actually, because he was challenged strongly by Casemiro. So he may, in fact, be okay, but we'll see in a few moments' time. So right now, the injured player is still down there. He's being helped back on his feet now. And Ipswich, well, if they were to do the unthinkable today and ruin the party for Manchester United, and more specifically for Ruben Amorim, then it would move Ipswich outside the bottom three and put Wolves back in the bottom three as well. So if they were to get a win today, that would be enough to get them out the bottom three. So it's back with the goalkeeper Nurek, and the game is back underway. The 2 long stoppages we've had in this game, I do suspect that we'll get a chunky amount of stoppage time at the end of this first half, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Ball is played forward here to Schmodic. Schmodic's down this near side to Wes Burns. Burns tries to get the cross in. It's blocked by Dallow. Again, the cross coming in by Burns. Once again, blocked by Dallow. Picked up by Hutchinson. And it's with Moresby. Across there to Burgess. And here is Leif Davis again. He seems to be okay now. Tries to find Rory Delap, but it's one back. Liam Delap, sorry, but it's one back. And the ball is played forward now to Garnacho. It's a race between Garnacho and Twanzebe. Twanzebe, as he brought him down there, the referee says no. That's a good challenge by Twanzebe. And here's Hutchinson. Hutchinson just trying to get away from Casemiro there, but he runs the ball out of play. Good defending by Twanzebe there for Ipswich Town. And it's back with Johnny Evans, who gives the ball back to the goalkeeper. He releases it to Mazraoui. And Mazraoui gives the ball to Delict. Delict to Johnny Evans. Evans, Dellow. Back to Evans. And back to the goalkeeper. As Manchester United, once again, building up from the back. Here's Mazraoui. Plays the ball forward there to Amad Diallo. Diallo plays the ball to Casemiro, tries to head the ball on, but didn't find Marcus Rashford, and dealing with it at the back was Burgess, but he's given the ball away. And here's Bruno Fernandes now for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, once again, just slows it down and drops it back into his own half of the field to Matthijs de Ligt. And now Anthony Taylor has stopped the game for some unknown reason and is talking to both captains. Moresby and Bruno Fernandes. Not sure exactly what for, but the play just stopped then and there. Kieran McKenna and Ruben Amorim perhaps having a disagreement. The fourth official over on that far side also having a word with the 2 managers. Matt Donoghue is the fourth official today. So I'm not sure what that is all about, but obviously something is going on. Can't see anything really specifically that would warrant that, to be honest. But here is Mazraoui. Mazraoui back to Matthijs de Ligt. Matthijs de Ligt to Johnny Evans. Evans holds the ball up and he'll probably go. But yes, he does indeed. He goes back to Andre Onana, and Onana gives the ball to Johnny Evans. Evans plays the ball forward. Oh, that's a good header there by Dara O'Shea. And in fact, Dara O'Shea is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick to Ipswich Town, just inside their own half of the field. It's fact, it's been given as an offside, in fact, for they've taken the ball all the way back. So Manchester United will have the free kick for an Ipswich Town offside. Kieran McKenna there, just looking on. I think despite the scoreline, he has to be relatively pleased with the Ipswich response from the early goal. They have played quite well so far. The ball is played forward by Evans. Twanzebe gets in and clears it all the way back to Evans. Evans gives it back to Dallow. Dallow lifts the ball over the top, looking there for Bruno Fernandes. It's just chested down and finds Mazraoui. Here is Amad Diallo. Diallo drops the ball back to Mazraoui, gives it to Casemiro. Casemiro, long ball over the top, chasing this one is Dallo. That's a superb ball by Casemiro. Dallo with a chance, but his shot is a disappointing tame effort. Comfortable save for Muric and Manchester United. Well, just for a second there, got a beautiful ball over the top to Dallo. I have to say, Casemiro's passing there was absolutely spot on. He's come under some criticism this season, the Brazilian. But that pass was absolutely spot on. And here is Cameron Burgess now. And the ball is played long, looking for Davis, and finds him. Davis in the penalty area now. Can he cut inside Davis and get a shot away? Here's Delap! Oh, it's how did that stay out? Oh my goodness me, how did that stay out? Delap was square on goal. And it was a superb save by Andre Onana. Oh my goodness me, what a reaction save. Hopefully get another look at that in a moment. But so quick was that shot by Delap, by Liam Delap. I thought he was going to score there. It was a fantastic opportunity. But it was a fantastic reaction save by the Manchester United goalkeeper. And here is Moresby. Gives the ball to Kajust. I'll get that name right, yeah. I think it's Kajust. I want to say it's Kajust. If I'm not 100% sure. And now here is Mazraoui. Mazraoui just holds the ball up. And it's now with Matthias de Ligt. And it's with Diogo Dalla. Dalla plays the ball forward. So one back by Ipswich Town. And here is Moresby. Moresby holds the ball up. Oh, it's a cross there to Kajust. I'm going to call him Kajust for the rest of the game. Kajust. And across there to Dara O'Shea. And there's Twanzebe. Back to O'Shea. And now here's Hutchinson. Back to Twanzebe. And Moresby, the captain. Across to Kajust. Kajust with a shot. Oh, just over the crossbar. As once again, Ipswich firing more warning shots at Manchester United. And again, they come also close there with that one. As we take a look at this one again, there was just a save from Onana. It was pulled right back to Delap. Delap, oh, what a super save. What a super save that really was. Oh, that was a fantastic reaction save. It couldn't have been any more than 7 yards out. That should have been 1-1. That got the manager, the new Manchester United manager, Ruben Amorim, out of his chair applauding that one. But 1-0 still the score, but only because of some fantastic goalkeeping. And Ipswich coming forward now over the halfway line with Hutchinson. Hutchinson across there to the number 20. Across to Hutchinson, sorry. And here's Wes Burns. Burns just gives the ball to Kajust. Kajust drops the ball there to Moresby. And here's Hutchinson. Good ball by Hutchinson to Wes Burns. Burns back to Hutchinson. Hutchinson with his shot! Oh, I say that was magnificent! And it was absolutely deserved. Hutchinson levels the score for Ipswich Town. Oh, what a magnificent strike. And Onana wasn't getting to that one. Oh, Amari Hutchinson, that really was magnificent on 43 minutes. Wherever you get your highlights from, be it Match of the Day, YouTube, wherever you get them from, it's so worth the investment of your time to watch that strike by Hutchinson, as we must surely have one of the goals of the season contenders already. Look at that. It probably took a bit of a deflection, actually. Let's just see who it looks like. It might have taken a bit of a deflection, maybe off Casemiro, which probably diverted it away from the goalkeeper. So Ruben Amorim just looks on there. But it was a fantastic strike by Hutchinson, and it is 1-1 at Portman Road. And this game is very much in the balance now. Well, 1-1, and Ipswich, it has to be said, has looked the better side since really the first goal went in. So they really deserve this, and they've got themselves back into this game now. We're going to see where this all tallies up to. Here's Diogo Dalla. Diogo Dalla just gives the ball away. Nipping in and winning the ball back was Moresby. Gets the ball back off Twanzebe. Moresby, just poor control by Moresby, loses possession. And it's back with Johnny Evans, who plays the ball forward. Headed on by Twanzebe. And here's Diogo Dalla. Ball played forward. And now it is Marcus Rashford chasing that ball back. And that is a good piece of defending by Dara O'Shea as well. Puts the ball out of play as we are approaching stoppage time at the end of this first half. We'll see how much he's added on. I can't see there being less than 4 minutes with the 2 goals and the 2 stoppages that we have had. I'll be surprised if it's less than 4 minutes, but we're going to find out soon enough. And here is Ericsson over by the corner flag. Gets the cross in, headed out there by Burgess. And it's only though as far as Mazraoui. It's back with Diallo with a shot, but straight at Muric. And in fact, it is less than 4 minutes. It is 3 minutes, the end of this first half. Quite surprised at that. Very conservative, but that is the decision of our 4th official. And Russ Vernon says, breaking Ipswich and Manchester United. The match will be operating without VAR until further notice due to a fire alarm at the VAR hub at Stockley Park. So we have no VAR for a while. Thanks, Russ, for that. If you can let us know when that comes back operational, I'd be very grateful. So we've no VAR for a while. So we're back to good old-fashioned football. I like this. And hopefully whatever is going on at Stockley Park, obviously we hope that everybody is safe and sound over there. But I think most football fans would agree a life without VAR is a better one. But the ball was played. Just look again at Hutchinson's goal. Yes, took a deflection. I think it might have been off Mazraoui, actually. Let's take a look at this game. He was off Mazraoui. And it just took the ball away from the desperate dive of Andre Onana. But really, if you get to see that goal again, it's a superb strike. And the game going to get back underway here shortly. At half-time, we're going to take a 15-minute break, just to remind you. We'll be back for the start of the second half in this intriguing match at the moment, which has been really largely controlled by Ipswich in the first half. Apart from the early goal, the rest of the half has really been, I think Ipswich have really been the better team. Here's Twanzebe. Heads the ball forward. And Ericsson just tries to find Diallo, but that's won back by Leif Davis. Diallo just allows the ball to roll out of play for a throw-in as we're in the last minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. It's Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1. And the ball goes out of play for a throw-in. It's over there is Sammy Schmodix going to take it. He's just inside he's just inside the Manchester United half of the field. He launches a long one. It's flicked on by Hutchinson. Chasing this one down is Delap and gives Mazraoui a push. And Mazraoui gets up and wants to know what's going on. And Diallo comes in as well. Delap just winding Mazraoui up, and Mazraoui taking the bait there. Okay, so Russ has said it's a good win for his team. Leeds 4-3. Just finally getting my breath back. Okay, keep an eye on that VAR situation for me, Russ, will you? We'll let everyone know when that comes back, as Delap there playing wind-up merchant on Mazraoui, and Mazraoui, like I said, taking the bait real real easily there as we've played the 3 minutes. There might just be an additional minute for the stoppages that we've had within injury time. But the official's flag goes up on the far side and it's a free kick. And that's it. That is half time. It's 1-1 at the break. An early goal on 2 minutes for Marcus Rashford from a mesmerising run from Amad Diallo. But the equaliser coming on 43 minutes from Amari Hutchinson, much deserved. A superb strike, curling it into Andre Onana's top right-hand corner. At half-time at Portman Road, it's Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1. We'll be back for the start of the second half. See you then. Welcome back to the start of the second half. I'm armed with my cold 911 tea that I got from David's Tea. In other news regarding motorsport today, Max Verstappen won his fourth Formula One title in Las Vegas, even though he did not win the race. Coincidentally, Thierry Neuville won the World Rally Championship title in Japan after years of trying. To our knowledge, this is the first time both major motorsport championships have been decided on the same weekend. We can see here at the moment, as well, there's any changes from Manchester United's perspective. We're just waiting to see if any changes are coming up. We do have an update from Ross, and that is that VAR is back up and running for the start of this second half. Manchester United doesn't look like there's been any changes by any team. Certainly not surprised that Ipswich haven't made any changes. They look very impressive in the first half. But Manchester United will get the second half underway, and they're going to be attacking the goal to our right. We just Marcus Rashford standing over the ball right now, as we're waiting for Anthony Taylor just to blow the whistle, and we can get the second half underway. 1-1 the score at Portman Road. You might be surprised if you are just joining us, but Ipswich really putting up a fight right now. They're making it very difficult for this Manchester United team. Here's Mazraoui. Gives the ball to Diallo. Diallo drops the ball back to the goalkeeper, and Andre Onana picks up the ball, and he just drops it here to Mazraoui again. Mazraoui gives the ball to Ericsson. Ericsson just trying to turn away from Schmadix there. That's a good ball to Fernandez, and it's just laid off there. And a long ball over the top looking for the number 20, Diogo Dalla, and Burns is tracking him. He drops it back to Fernandez. Fernandez plays the ball through to Garnacho, and it's somehow kept out there and off the line. And Manchester United, well, they came very close to scoring again very early on at the beginning of the half. But Garnacho with an opportunity here. You can see the ball played through to him there. That's a really super saving fact by the goalkeeper, Ariana Muric. This really was. He spread himself very, very well and made a super save there. And finally, it was cleared away. But living on their nerves, Ipswich certainly there. It's a throw in to Ipswich, which Twanzebe will take. And he actually only managed to throw it out of play again. So it's going to be a throw into Manchester United. And it's going to be taken, well, it looks like Diogo Dalla over on that far side. Just make that out. And the ball is given away, though, and Ipswich just trying to have possession just for a moment, but they gave it away themselves. And the ball is back with Mazraoui. Mazraoui to Garnacho. Here's Ahmad Diallo. Back to Mazraoui. Manchester United possession football at the moment. And it's across there to Evans. Ericsson back to Evans. Back to De Ligt. Inside his own penalty area, gives the ball back to the goalkeeper. Cleared away by Andre Onana. Header won that time by Burgess. And it's just at the back trying to sort that out is Schmodix, but it's won back by Manchester United and played forward. But Mosby wins the ball back in midfield. Very scrappy start to this second half. Kajust gives the ball there to Leif Davis, to Amari Hutchinson. Back there to the number 15, Cameron Burgess. Moresby. The ball is played forward and hooked away that time by Mazraoui. And Manchester United can break forward now, but the ball was a very, very poor pass that time by Casemiro. And the move breaks down for Manchester United. A few minutes gone in this second half. We're at 1-1 here. It's back with the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. And
He is just going to release the ball to Johnny Evans, who gives it straight back to the goalkeeper. And here's Mazraoui. Mazraoui has got Diallo alongside him. Is he just going to lay the ball off to Diallo? Yes, he does. Diallo back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui just skips away now, and Manchester United coming forward. It's Diallo to Garnacho, who's switched sides in this second half. Garnacho plays the ball across to Ericsson. Ericsson just tries to find Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes just dispossessed at that point. And here is Wes Burns, who plays the ball forward, but there is nobody there for Ipswich. And what a scrappy start we have in the second half. Both teams just giving the ball away early on here. Ericsson. And there's the lick. Evans. It's over the halfway line. And back there to Lick again. Lick with the ball to Mazraoui, just inside his own half of the field. Plays the ball to Garnacho, gets it back to Mazraoui. And he's trying to set off Ericsson on his way, but Cameron Burgess just tips it off and gives it back to the goalkeeper. There's Kajus. Kajus just drops the ball back. And finally it goes once again back to Furyk. The ball is played. Oh, it's a nice little flick on there by Mari Hutchinson. It goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw in for Manchester United. Quickly, Johnny Evans came in there. He had the ball, but Hutchinson chased him down all the way. The ball rolls out of play. It will be a throw in for Manchester United, much to Mari Hutchinson's disgust. Oh, the ball is with Matthias de Ligt. And it's now with Johnny Evans. Gives the ball to de Ligt again. And it's across to Mazraoui. Mazraoui plays the ball long, headed down well there by Moresby. And Kajus just lifts the ball over the top, looking for Schmodik. Schmodik heads it back down to Kajus. And breaking over the halfway line there is Moresby. Just gives the pass to Amari Hutchinson. It's back with Moresby again to Twanzebe. Twanzebe drops the ball back there to Dara O'Shea. O'Shea just puts his foot on the ball and releases it to Moresby. Back to O'Shea again. And to the goalkeeper, Furyk, who just lifts the ball up in the air. One comfortably by Leif Davis there. And here is Delap. Delap just turns away there from Matthias de Ligt, and that's a really good ball out wide by Delap there to Wes Burns. Burns gets to the byline, tries to get a cross in. Oh, it was almost turned in by Delap. Another super save. And the ball comes back out to Moresby, who strikes a shot, and it goes wide. But what another super save by Andre Onana on Liam Delap. Just take a look at it again. The ball was played out to Burns, who got to the byline. Delap made his way to goal, took that risk, and in the end, it was a good save by the goalkeeper. And that's what happens. Good things happen when strikers go towards the penalty, go towards the 6-yard box, and try to take that risk. It was a beautiful back heel and a really good save. It's a corner to Ipswich. It's headed out. Well, Ipswich Town coming close there to giving themselves the lead, but Andre Onana really has made a few vital saves in this game. And it's picked up there by Leif Davis, who just tries to get away from Rashford. Rashford gets the hold of the ball and puts it out of play, and it's throw in for Ipswich Town. Kajus is going to go over to take it. And, well, Kieran Kenner has got to be very pleased with this Ipswich performance so far. Jens Kajust is going to do a long throw in here. And it's launched into the penalty area, and it's cleared to the edge of the area, and it's picked up by Amari Hutchinson again. He's already scored one today. Hutchinson just dispossessed that time by Bruno Fernandes. And on the break now is Manchester United. It's 2-on-1 if Garnacho can hurry. He's got Rashford in the middle. Oh, what a fine challenge by Jens Kajust. That was a superb challenge. Oh, they were on the break with Manchester United there, 2-on-1. There was Garnacho going forward, and in the middle there was Rashford. But Kajus made a fantastic challenge, which he had to get right. Had he got wrong, it would have been a penalty for Manchester United and possibly a red card. But what a superb challenge that was by Kajus. And it's a corner for Manchester United now. It's taken short. Back to Fernandez. Swung it again by Garnacho, and Muric has it at his feet. He's tangling with Johnny Evans right now, but that was a good piece of goalkeeping as well, really, because if he'd have spilt that, there was a number of Manchester United players waiting. And good piece of goalkeeping there as well. So we're seeing action at end-to-end here at Portman Road. And it's cleared forward only as far as Mazraoui. Mazraoui to Casemiro. Casemiro gives the ball to Fernandez. Fernandez 1-2 with Rashford. And Fernandez with a shot, but that is blocked by Dara O'Shea. As Ipswich operating well at both ends of the field, but Manchester United now starting to put it together. Really good football this by the Red Devils. 1-2 with Rashford and Fernandez. So we're going to see a double substitution for Manchester United now. So I'd say Ruben Amorim has seen enough. Johnny Evans is coming off to be replaced by Luke Shaw. Casemiro is coming off. So Evans is coming off on 56. Casemiro is coming off on 56. And Luke Shaw and Manuel Ugarte are the ones coming on. So Ugarte and Shaw on. Evans and Casemiro are off. So Ruben Amorim's just seen enough right now. He's hoping to shake things up a little bit to get Manchester United in control of this game at Portman Road. And it's picked up there by Ahmed Diallo. Diallo drops the ball back to Shaw. Shaw plays the ball across. Shaw again, he just drops the ball back to the number 4, Matthias de Ligt, and here is Nusay Mazraoui. He gives the ball to Amad Diallo, and Diallo is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick to Manchester United for the foul by Leif Davis on Amad Diallo. It's just a few yards in from the touchline, just outside of Manchester United's own penalty area. So we're going to see this free kick being taken. And it's going to be with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw goes back to the goalkeeper. Back again to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw launches the ball forward. And just knocked out of play that time by Dara O'Shea. And it's a throw into Manchester United. As here is Luke Shaw again. Shaw gives the ball to Matthias de Ligt. De Ligt. Back to Luke Shaw. It's a good ball to Diallo. Not to Diallo, to Dallo. Back to the goalkeeper. And here's Mazraoui. Mazraoui goes to Diallo this time. Diallo just trying to turn away from Leif Davis. Leif Davis gets his foot on it. He's claiming it came off Diallo last. The official on this near side says no, and it's going to be a throw into Manchester United. Taken by Diallo himself, gives it to Mazraoui. Mazraoui launches the ball long over on the far side. It's headed down by Dallo. Flicked on by Bruno Fernandes for the chasing Diogo Dalla. But that's good work by Axel Twanzebe, who just nips ahead of Dallo and puts the ball back to the goalkeeper. Twanzebe again. This is good work by the big man. Twanzebe knocks the ball back there. It's a good pass there by Chambers. And it's back with Moresby. Moresby plays the ball long. Chasing this one back is Diallo, just ahead of Leif Davis. Good work. And it'll go back to the goalkeeper. And it's now with Mazraoui. Mazraoui just gets the ball released off the goalkeeper, so Mazraoui holds it up and drops the ball back there to the number 4, Matthias de Ligt. And picked up there from the midfield by Manuel Ugarte. Substitute. It's ball played forward. Oh, it's a poor ball by Luke Shaw. And it's won by the captain, Moresby. He tried to find Leif Davis, but Leif Davis failed to control the ball. And it goes out of play for a throw-in to Manchester United. It's picked up here on the hour mark by Diallo. It's Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1. In a spot of trouble are Manchester United in terms of their league position. Certainly not where you would expect them to be. They're hoping that Ruben Amorim can kind of turn this season around. Of course, he's not going to get he's going to have his first transfer window in January. Here is Amad Diallo. He tries to backheel the ball across to Marcus Rashford, but it goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. And Ipswich Town's going to take this from Leif Davis. I think he's going to take this throw-in. He does. Throws it to Liam Delap. Delap just trying to turn away there from the number 25, Manuel Ugarte. Here's Twanzebe. Back to Dara O'Shea. O'Shea across to Twanzebe. That's a good ball by Hutchinson. Good ball to Hutchinson, but a good challenge by Luke Shaw. And the ball goes out of play for a throw-in to Ipswich Town inside their own half. They've certainly been pressed back a lot better in this half by Manchester United so far. As here's Moresby plays the ball back to Burgess, back to the goalkeeper. It's cleared long downfield by Muric, brought down well by Mazraoui, who gives the ball to Diallo. Diallo across to Ugarte. Ugarte, good ball forward there to Bruno Fernandes from Luke Shaw. Fernandes now drops the ball back into his own half of the field to Matthias de Ligt. Back to Luke Shaw again. Here's Fernandes. Fernandes drops the ball back to Shaw. Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1 at Portman Road. Here's Diallo. Ball played forward there by Ericsson. That's a good ball over the halfway line there to Diallo. Oh, Rashford tried to lay it off, but he ran past it, did Garnacho. And in the end, there is a foul on the Ipswich Town captain, Sam Moresby. And the free kick is going to be taken at this time, as it's given away by Ipswich one more time, and Luke Shaw just gets the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. As Ipswich now in the second half they're still playing very, very well. They're restricting Manchester United, but they're just giving the ball away a lot in this second half now. And here is Onana releases the ball to Mazraoui, but that's a good challenge that time by Schmodix. Puts the ball out of play. Well, I want to thank you very much for joining us today, spending your valuable Sunday afternoon with us. It's very much appreciated. As you can see, Kieran McKenna there is chatting to one of his substitutes as there is action taking place on the Ipswich bench. Looks like we may see a substitution there very, very soon. And here is Twanzebe. Twanzebe coming forward. Is he brought down there? The referee said no. And its ball is played long now. Chasing this one down is Bruno Fernandes, but that is way out of his reach. And it's going to go out of play for a throw-in. As Ipswich Town preparing their substitute to come on. Not sure who that is yet. As soon as I have that information, I'll provide it to you. Twanzebe with the throw-in. And, it's just one back there by Matthias de Ligt. And the ball played forward by Dara O'Shea, but it's a long one, and it just goes all the way through to the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. And he's holding the ball up at the moment, is Onana. Gives it to Luke Shaw over the halfway line. And is put out of play. Going to be a throw-in for Manchester United. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Onana just plays the ball across to Luke Shaw. Ipswich pressing well, putting United under pressure. And the ball is played straight to straight to Dara O'Shea. And there's a collision with Marcus Rashford. As the Ipswich fans are remonstrating with Marcus Rashford down there. Dara O'Shea and Marcus Rashford both told to cool it by Anthony Taylor. Well, with everything else that's going on in the PGMOL right now, it's good to see that Anthony Taylor has refereed this game with common sense today. So we've got substitutes coming up for Ipswich Town. Also, Rasmus Højlund looks like he's coming on. So Schmodix is coming off. And also, yes, Jens Kajuste is coming off, and Taylor and Clark are coming on. Jack Taylor and Harry Clark are coming on. We haven't seen the substitution for Rasmus yet. We should also looks like you can also see down there Joshua Zirkzee also preparing to come on. So we expect to see those two gentlemen very, very shortly. It'll be the third and fourth substitution for Manchester United as they are preparing themselves to come on now. So it's a free kick is taken into the box. Oh, it's headed on, and Liam Delap rather looking to pick that up, and the goalkeeper gets there first. So Andre Onana will just pluck the ball there. And here's Mazraoui, gives the ball there to Ericsson. And, well, just trying to break away is Amad Diallo, but he's fouled by Leif Davis there. And it's going to be a free kick. And we've had no cards in this game yet. The game has been able to flow. Looks like we're going to see these substitutes now. I suspect one will be for Marcus Rashford. Not sure who the other one will be. Maybe Garnacho. We'll see on that in time. Ball is played forward there, and it's chested down by Ugarte. And here's Ericsson. Tries to send Marcus Rashford on his way, but it's won back by Twanzebe. Twanzebe, though, is not able to get Hutchinson on his way. And it's won back back to the goalkeeper by Luke Shaw. And Manchester United now can see if they can break away. And here's Dallo, just heading back towards his own touchline, and he clears the ball long. It's flicked on by Garnacho, by Bruno Fernandes, and away down the right-hand side is Marcus Rashford, but that is a really good challenge by Dara O'Shea, just getting his foot in there and putting it behind for a corner. So are Manchester United going to make these changes now? They are. So one of them is Christian Eriksen. So definitely Manchester United is looking for a more positive approach in this game. The other one is Marcus Rashford. So it's Marcus Rashford and Christian Eriksen are off. Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund are on. And goal today for Rashford on 2 minutes. There's certainly a more attacking impetus on there now with Højlund and Zirkzee. We'll see what they can conjure up from this corner. It looks, I'm just not quite sure who's taking it. It's Bruno Fernandes who's taken it short. Gives it back to Luke Shaw. Back to Fernandes, who whips it in towards the back post. Muric has almost dropped it, and it's hacked away there by Moresby. Only as far as Diallo, and Manuel Ugarte just heads the ball down. And it's Shaw again. Gives the ball to Fernandes. Højlund. And it's back to Ugarte again. Manchester United have one more roll of the dice with the substitutes later on if they do wish to bring on an additional player. Here's Amad Diallo. Drops it back into the centre circle to the number 4 Matthijs de Ligt, and across to Luke Shaw. And held up here by Mazraoui. Mazraoui under pressure. He keeps possession well, though, does Mazraoui, and plays a really super ball across to Højlund. Rasmus Højlund now, corner of the penalty area, right-hand side. Højlund plays the ball across, but it's intercepted by Twanzebe. Ugarte picks the ball up here to Garnacho. Garnacho played the ball to Dallo. Picked up by Shaw. Back to Garnacho. Dallo. Drops the ball down this near side, and it's picked up here by the number 4, Matthias de Ligt. Holding the ball up now at Manchester United, not just being patient, trying to find a way through this Ipswich defence. And it's picked up by Xerxes. Xerxes lays it back off to Fernandez, but Ipswich win the ball back. Leif Davis. That's a good ball to the number 47 there, which is Jack Clark. And he's dispossessed there. Ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Ipswich Town. And Manchester United being held 1-1 at Portman Road. We have 20 minutes to go here. Can either of these sides find a winning goal before this game is up? And going down there under the challenge of Twanzebe is Garnacho, and he looks in a lot of pain. He's just Amari Hutchinson just trying to help him back on his feet. And it's the free kick is taken quickly. Luke Shaw. And here is de Ligt. De Ligt holds the ball back there to Mazraoui. Back flick by Xerxes there. Wonderful little back heel. But dispossessed was Diallo. And now Ipswich coming forward with Delap. Liam Delap tries a shot, Delap, and it just goes away from the goalkeeper's top left-hand corner. As once again, Ipswich go for the spectacular. But really good move by Ipswich. Good flowing football. Delap was about 30 yards out when striking that one. In the end, it was quite far wide, to be fair. And it's hard to see Ipswich going down when you see them play like this. I realise that's a statement to make that doesn't really make much sense, because playing like this every week is not really possible. But it's when I see a team play like this against Manchester United, I don't see relegation in their future. But I guess we'll wait and see. It's a free kick to Manchester United, which Xerxes just plays the ball back. If you look at possession now, it is 73% possession for Manchester United. Passing accuracy at 86% for the Red Devils. So they themselves have performed a lot better in this second half. And here's Matthias de Ligt. Luke Shaw holds the ball up well here, does Dallo, and he goes back to de Ligt. And back to the goalkeeper. And cleared downfield by Onana. The header won by Twanzebe. And just nipping in and winning that ball back is Cameron Burgess. And it's cleared by Muric downfield. But again, it's only as far as Matthias de Ligt. He gives the ball to Luke Shaw. Back to de Ligt, midway inside his own half of the field now. And here's Mazraoui. Oh, that's a good ball to Xerxes, but Xerxes almost gave the ball away, but it finds its way back to Mazraoui. But once again, Ipswich have won the ball back, and here's Hutchinson. Back to Jack Taylor. And across onto the far side here is Burgess. Moresby. Held up by the number 14, Taylor. Taylor again. Oh, it's a poor ball by Taylor, and it's intercepted. But Amari Hutchinson nearly won the ball back then. But the ball is played long down the left-hand side to Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho cuts into the penalty area. Can he get the cross in? Oh, nobody gambling there. It flashes across the 6-yard box and goes out of play. And once again, if there was somebody gambling running in towards the 6-yard box, they could very well have had a free header here. Garnacho again, good play by him, gets to the byline, gets that cross in, and nobody taking a gamble. It's going to be a throw-in for Ipswich, which Leif Davis will take. He's got options ahead of him. Ipswich Town, well, they're looking a lot, very much like They are looking very much now like they are comfortable at the 1-1. Manchester United trying to break the tie, I would say. Here's Luke Shaw. It's a cross there to Delict, who gives the ball to Mesraoui. Mesraoui tries a longer ball, but it's comfortably won by Moresby. Moresby drops the ball back there to the number 3, but it's a giveaway, and Muric had to come out there. Muric had to come out there because the giveaway there by Leif Davis nearly let Joshua Zirkzee in, but it was a really good piece of defending by Muric, the goalkeeper, just out there, read that play. It hit the official on the far side, so he's just having some adjusting his equipment somewhat and having a laugh about it. Here is Diallo and Joshua Zirkzee getting to the byline. Good block that time. And it's going to be a throw-in for Manchester United, level with the Ipswich Town penalty area down the right-hand side. It's won back that time by Clark, but Clark is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick for Ipswich Town as we are ticking down to 15 minutes to go in this one. Time running out for both sides to get a winner here. Still 1-1 at Portman Road. And this is, of course, Ruben Amorim's first game in charge. Don't forget, of course, the first game in charge of the previous manager was lost to Brighton. I think that was at home as well, Eric Ten Hag's first defeat. At least this one's on the road. The ball is across there to Alejandro Garnacho. And it's back there with Manuel Ugarte. And here's Shaw. Shaw gives the ball there to Garnacho. Garnacho back to Dalla. Manchester United looking to snap this tie. It's Mesraoui. Mesraoui forward to Zirkzee. Zirkzee just trying to skip away from Burgess there. Down the right-hand side to Diallo. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Good ball to Zirkzee. Zirkzee, edge of the area, gets the shot away. It got maybe confused between a shot and a cross, but it goes over the crossbar and out of play. And it is 1-1 at the moment. And Ruben Amorim perhaps got one substitution up his sleeve. You may see that before the end of the game. And it's cleared downfield by Ariana Muric. So bounces up in the air, but falls comfortably for Mesraoui. Mesraoui just gives the ball there to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Alejandro Garnacho. Back to Shaw again. Shaw tries to play the ball forward, and it's picked up by Garnacho. Garnacho sets Diogo Dalla on his way. Dalla's got two Ipswich players surrounding him, and Wes Burns wins the ball there and clears the ball forward, but only as far as Manuel Ugarte. He gives the ball to Fernandes, and it's now with Diogo Dalla. Not Diogo Dalla, Diallo. And it's back with Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. 1 point of interest is we've got 13 minutes left, and there's been no yellow cards in this game. I think Anthony Taylor has done a really good job today. And also no involvement by VAR. And Ugarte is standing over this one. This is a free kick, I would say, from about 23, 24 yards out. Standing over is Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes, both of them looking at this with interest. As Muric just having to watch on with care here, because both of these players can strike a free kick, especially Bruno Fernandes. And you can see Rasmus Højlund just standing in front of the wall. They've got a 5-man Ipswich wall, but there is a gap there, a huge gap there, which Clark is nearest. Jack Clark is nearest that one, but this is a huge gap. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez with a shot. Oh, it just whistles wide. It goes over the wall and has Muric scrambling, but it just goes wide of the goal. Whether or not Muric would have got there is up for debate, but it was a super free kick. Just wide, but a warning shot fired by Manchester United. They're not done yet. Goal kick for Ipswich Town. Muric with the goal kick, right-footed, downfield. The heads go up, and it's cleared there into the Ipswich half of the field again, though, by Luke Shaw. Headed on by Dara O'Shea, brought down by the number 14, Taylor. Jack Clark trying to win the header, but that's comfortably won by Manchester United. But it is a head injury, so that the game has stopped, and it's Mazraoui that's down right now with the head injury. And we'll just go through for some of you that may or may not be aware. The earlier game today, Liverpool extended their lead at the top of the Premier League table. Dominic Joboslai on 30 minutes with a goal. Missed penalty on 42 minutes by Armstrong, but the rebound was tucked away for 1-1. And Fernandez, Mateus Fernandez gets a goal for Southampton on 56 minutes to give them the lead, but that only lasted about 9 minutes before Mo Salah got the equaliser at 2-2. And the third goal was a penalty by Mo Salah as well. So right now, Liverpool have a 8-point lead at the top of the table ahead of Manchester City. Looks like we're going to see another substitution, this time from Ipswich's side. Just trying to see who it is down there who is making the change. I just can't quite see. 16 and 10. Right, so it's Ali Al-Hamadi is coming on. And also Connor Chaplin is coming on. And we're just trying to see who's coming off. I think Schmodix was one of them, but we're just going to get confirmation of that in a moment. Yes, it's actually Burns and Delap that are off. So it's Burns and Delap are off. They've run themselves into the ground. And coming on is Connor Chaplin and Ali Al-Hamadi. Ali Al-Hamadi from Iraq. Just being helped onto his feet now is Mazraoui. He looks somewhat dazed, as very shortly I will have to name my player of the match, and there's one or two I have in mind. But just again here, Amad Diallo just cuts into the box, gets the ball across for Rashford's goal. Really, really incredible. And then this from Hutchinson, a superb strike. Makes it 1-1, and that's where we're at the moment. But if you get the chance to look at that goal from Hutchinson later on, do. It's worth your time. And here is Ugarte, just plays the ball back to the goalkeeper. Ali Al-Hamadi is wearing 16, and Connor Chaplin wearing number 10. And it's picked up on that far side there. And there is the ball played back to the goalkeeper by Connor Chaplin. Cleared downfield. But here is Bruno Fernandes just nipping in the way of that one. And he gives the ball to Mazraoui as Manchester United dominating possession in the last 20 minutes so far, really. And definitely look the more threatening team. That's a super pass over on the far side to Rasmus Højlund. Højlund holds the ball up, drops it back there to Diallo. Diallo, cross to Bruno Fernandes. Played the ball back into the centre circle to Matthijs de Ligt. Here's Luke Shaw. Picked up by Garnacho. This is good work by Manchester United. Oh, he was almost dispossessed, Garnacho. Here's Diogo Dallas. Tries to set off Garnacho on his way. but that's good work by Darragh O'Shea. Just plays it off. Plays it off Diogo Dalla there and goes through to the goalkeeper. Good work there by Darragh O'Shea. And the ball is played forward now. Chasing this one is Hutchinson, but Diogo Dalla back defending this time and tries to clear the ball. It's not a good clearance, and it was just left alone by both Clark and Al-Hamadi. But Manchester United pick up the ball and take advantage of that miscommunication. The ball is played through in the middle looking for Hoyland, and is picked up by the goalkeeper Muric, and he releases it quickly to the number 14 Taylor. He's given the ball to the captain Moresby. Twanzebe back to Moresby, and Twanzebe again. Goes all the way back to O'Shea, and then back to the goalkeeper Muric, who clears it downfield. Al-Hamadi trying to win that ball back, but it's comfortably won by Matthias de Ligt. The other substitute there, Chaplin, just nips in and picks up the loose ball. Gives the ball back to Burgess, who goes back to the goalkeeper. We have 5 minutes left to play here at Portman Road. If there's a goal, in this, it could very well be the winner. Jack Taylor he was able to keep on his feet there for a time, but then he goes down under the challenge by Mazraoui, and it's going to be a free kick to Ipswich Town. Well, see there's a final substitute coming up now for Manchester United. He's going to play that final card. And it's Mason Mount who is going to be coming on. And coming off is Alejandro Garnacho coming off for Mason Mount. It's a final substitute for Manchester United. It's a free kick for Ipswich Town now is going to be taken by Leif Davis. Ball played forward into the penalty area by Leif Davis is what's going to happen here, I think. In fact, no, he plays it short and he plays it to Clark. Clark plays the ball across there to the captain Moresby. Moresby bundled over by Agate, picked up by Hutchinson. And then once again, one back there that time. That's really good play by the substitute. And here's Omari Clark again. But Manchester's dispossessed and Manchester United can come forward. But under pressure there was Mason Mount, and he was dispossessed. And now Ipswich coming forward. Long cross into the middle there. It's picked up by Clark in the penalty area. Clark gets the ball across, and there's a chance. And what a chance for Al-Hamadi. But once again, Andre Onana gets down and makes a really smart save. This is good work by Clark, playing it into the middle here. Clark pulled it across, and there was Al-Hamadi, but a good save by Andre Onana. And, well, that was a super piece of goalkeeping again. He really has been in good form today for Manchester United. There's no question about that. And I'll be naming my player of the match in just a few moments' time. And the ball is across now to Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund plays the ball into Fernandez, who tried to head the ball on, but it's cleared away by Darragh O'Shea. And it's nipping in there is Al-Hamadi. Can Al-Hamadi get the better of de Ligt here? No, de Ligt gets in and gets the ball back to the goalkeeper. And he releases the ball there to Luke Shaw. Back to Dallow. Time ticking down at Portman Road. 2 minutes left. It's Ipswich Town 1. Manchester United 1. And, well, it'll be a vital point for Ipswich if they can keep a hold of this. And the ball is forward to Mason Mount. Mount gives the ball to Dallow. It's been given away by Dallow. And here's Moresby now for Ipswich Town. Tries to find Al-Hamadi again. As we go into finding out what kind of stoppage time we have left. But at the next stoppage in play, I will give you my player of the match. And at the moment, That ball is being held up and it's played forward looking for Diogo Dalla, but it's out of play. So I am going to name my man of the match today as sponsored by Commentary Services. Today's man of the match, I've decided to give it to Manchester United's goalkeeper, Andre Onana. He's made several saves today that have kept Manchester United from losing this game. And his performance today has held Manchester United at a 1-1 draw right now. So today's man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Manchester United's number 24, Andre Onana, as we are in the last minute of this game. And it's going to be a throw-in for Ipswich Town, which Twanzebe will take. And it's picked up by the number 10 Chaplin, but he plays it off a Manchester United defender. It goes out for a throw-in, and the throw-in is taken quickly by Twanzebe. And he manages to find Amari Hutchinson. Hutchinson swings the ball in the middle. Al-Hamid is there. He heads it down, but it'll go through safely to the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. And we'll see how much stoppage time we have left in this game. It looks like there's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time added on at the end of this game for either one of these sides to break the deadlock. Onana clears the ball downfield, and it's picked up by Xerxes. Xerxes just plays the ball across there to Diogo Dalla and back there to Mesraoui. Mesraoui plays the ball across to Luke Shaw, just going over the halfway line now. Time ticking down here at Portman Road. We'll give you a roundup of the weekend's Premier League scores before we finish and go off the air tonight. But it certainly has been a surprise this afternoon at Portman Road, as Ipswich really have fought very well today. Twanzebe picks up the ball, just tried to skip away from Mason Mount. It's played forward by Twanzebe, and it's picked up by Clark. Clark hooks the ball forward, looking for Amari Hutchinson, but it's out of play, and it's going to be a free throw-in to Manchester United. 1-1 here at Portman Road. Back to the goalkeepers. We've played 1 minute of the added time of 4 minutes minimum that's been added on. It's a long ball. Chasing this one down there is the number 26, Dara O'Shea, puts the ball out of play. It's a throw into Manchester United. Here's Xerxes. Bruno Fernandes. And the ball across there to Luke Shaw, to Diogo Dalla. Can Dalla get the ball into the middle? He doesn't. He holds it up, and it's Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte launches the ball over onto the far side to Ahmed Diallo. Diallo drops the ball back to the centre circle to Matthijs de Ligt. As Manchester United in no hurry. Ugarte. Back to Ugarte again from Mount. And it's Mesraoui. Cross to Ugarte. To the number 23, Luke Shaw. To Dalla. Look at this. It's almost like a training session here for Manchester United. The ball is launched long by Luke Shaw over to Diallo on the far side. Diallo now. He's got O'Shea in front of him. Diallo skips into the penalty area. Great work by Diallo. He gets the shot away and it's blocked. Oh, that was a really good run. Mazy run again by Diallo. But that was a super bit of play. It was blocked, I think, in the end by Burgess. But, well, Manchester United and Amad Diallo, who's definitely in my contention for man of the match today. In the end, I chose to give it to Onana, but just as a special mention, he really has been quite brilliant today as Amad Diallo. The ball is played forward, finds Rasmus Højlund. O'Shea tracking him. Højlund getting into the middle. Fine challenge there on Højlund, and it's a corner. And, well, that was a superb bit of play by Dara O'Shea again. Fine challenge this time on Rasmus Højlund. As the Manchester United fans looking on, hoping to get a winner here. But the corner is going to be taken. It's swung into the box and it's too close to the goalkeeper, Muric, who plucks that out the air with relative ease and falls on the ball. He'll be happy with that. So will the Ipswich Town fans, who have got to be generally very pleased with the performance at home today against Manchester United. And, well, Murek is just going to take his time. He's going to clear the ball downfield. And picked up there in the midfield by Taylor. Gives the ball there to Al Hamidi. Al Hamidi, though, only finds Luke Shaw. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's challenged and almost dispossessed that time. But Diallo picks up the ball, just keeps it in play. Diallo, and he plays the ball back here to the number 3, Mazraoui, and Manchester United, and that's it. It is full time. A vital point for Kieran McKenna in the fight against relegation. A really good performance by Ipswich today. A point on his debut manager. A point for Ruben Amorim on his managerial debut for Manchester United today as well. It was a much better second half performance by Manchester United, but they were not able to break the tie. It's full time here at Portman Road. It's Manchester United. It's Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1. And just some comments coming in. Media, radio, jingles, and gaming 1-1. Was not expecting that result. Great commentary today, PJ. Thanks, Russ. I appreciate that. And media, radio, jingles, and gaming said it feels like yesterday again, and also fantastic commentary and coverage, Paul, as always. Thank you very much again. I really appreciate that kind of feedback. Thank you so much. He also added not a good start for Ruben Amorim today. No, he would have expected better today, I think. I think he would have wanted to have picked up with a win, but at least it wasn't a defeat, and he can maybe take something from that. So just before we go off the air, I'm just going to go through as a comprehensive Premier League results from the weekend. Leicester City 1, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0, Aston Villa 2, Crystal Palace 2, Bournemouth 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Everton 0, Brentford 0, Fulham 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 4, Manchester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. And today's results are Southampton 2, Liverpool 3, and of course Ipswich Town 1, Manchester United 1, which you've just listened to. So that's it. That brings us an end to our broadcast today. I want to thank everybody who's commented. Ross, Media, Radio, Jingles, and Gaming. It's always great to have you here. Thank you to everybody else who took the time out of their day to watch the broadcast today. Thanks very much to Nick Jones for producing for me today. And thank you once again. It's a great result for Ipswich. It's a point towards their survival. Bye for now.